Hi, teacher.
Yes, hello Mark. Good evening. Can you hear me well?
Yeah,
Okay, nice. Can you see me?
yeah.
Okay, great. So, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Nice. So, did you go out today, Mark?
Yeah.
Wow, where did you go?
I
Say that again, please.
go to have a lesson.
Okay, nice. Yes. Okay. So, Mark, what is the weather today?
Mm, Today is sunny.
Okay, great. Did you have dinner already?
Yeah,
Okay, nice. So, Mark, please take a look at your textbook. Can you see it?
yeah.
Okay. So, Mark, I encourage you to answer in a complete sentence. For example, if my question starts with can you, then you can say, yes, I can. Can you hear me? Yes, I can. Can you see
Yeah.
me? Yes, I can. Can you see your book? Yes, I can. So, now are you ready to start our topic?
Okay.
Yes, I am. Okay, so now, Mark, our topic for tonight is all about books. Do you read books?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, so now here it is, Mark.
Oh.
Why is reading important?
Uh, because it can make our more knowledge, more more knowledgeable.
Exactly. It makes us more knowledgeable and it can also broaden our words of vocabulary. It can also broaden our vocabulary, especially in English. Yes, it improves our skills in reading comprehension, and also it adds experience in our life. Through reading, it's like exploring the world because sometimes what we read in the book happens in reality, and what we read sometimes in the book are the experiences of other people. Okay. Okay, since you said that you like reading book, Mark, what books do you read?
Uh, my book, um, Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Great. Okay, so what version of that of Harry Potter? Chinese or English?
Uh, is Chinese.
Chinese one. Okay, nice. Are you still reading that book?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So when did you start reading Harry Potter? How old were you when you started reading Harry Potter, Mark?
Read, Uh, I read Harry Potter at when I was 7 years old.
Oh, wow, so young. Nice. Okay, so now, Mark, let's take a look at this one. Number two question. Which do you prefer? Paper books or ebooks?
Paper books.
Nice. Can you please tell me why?
Yeah, because uh because paper books is not harm harm is not hurt our eyes.
Yes, okay, it's not harmful to our eyes. Okay,
Yeah,
but,
but yeah,
say that again.
but uh, uh
Hello, Mark.
yeah,
Yes. Okay, so what other reasons do you have? Why is it you like to read paper books?
Because it's not hurt our life, hurt our eyes.
Okay, great. So now, how do I say this one? Do you like the smell of books?
Um, no.
Ah, okay. So me, I love the smell of books, especially if it's new. I just recently bought a book, then I will really smell it because I love the smell. I love the smell of new books. Yes. Okay. So Mark, how many books do you have in your house?
I don't know. I'm not. Uh, I don't know.
Okay. So how often do you read books in a week?
Uh, mm, seldom. Let
Seldom.
let's
Huh? So when was the last time that you read a book, Mark?
uh next year. Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Nice. So what book was that?
Um, one cat.
What is that?
Uh, it's a Chinese book.
Oh, a Chinese book. Great. So now, Mark, what is the disadvantage of reading ebooks?
Uh, books.
Yes. Okay, so what are ebooks? So let me define this one. So ebooks is an example of ebooks is Kindle.
Book. Ebook.
Yeah, so ebooks, just like this one, this is also ebook or
Uh,
textbook.
read books on the machine.
Phone. Yes, on the phone or on your iPad. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that is ebook. Yeah, we just download the books on our smartphone or on your iPad. Then that is already called ebook. So now, what is
Okay.
the disadvantage of reading ebooks? For example, it damages our eyes if we spend a lot of time reading ebooks.
Oh,
What else?
reading ebooks. Mm, I never read.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What do you mean you've never read ebooks?
Mm, because I don't know how to find ebooks on the iPad.
Ah, okay. I understand that one. Okay, so now, Mark, do you have any question about number two?
Yeah.
Okay, what is your question?
Uh, ebook. How do you say? Mm, how do you say? Well, I don't know I don't know what's interesting of the ebook.
Oh, okay. So what is how do I say this one? What makes people interested in
Because
ebooks? Uh-huh.
I have some friends read ebooks. They read ebooks always. It's not so good book. So I don't know what's it.
Ah, yeah. So actually, I can relate and I can tell you why is it that most of the teenagers like
Yeah.
reading ebooks. Yeah, because I used to read ebooks when I was in high school. ebooks, how do I say
Yeah.
this? It really depends to the book that you will download online. And if you find it very interesting, then you will read it every day, just like your classmates. Yes. Okay, maybe they love the story that they've downloaded. That's why they like reading. And me, when I was in high school, I used to read mysteries or science fiction. Those are
Oh,
the genres of books that I read. But I just download it on my phone. Yes. Okay, so yes, it really depends to the book that your classmates downloaded. So maybe that's why they are very fond of reading ebooks. Okay,
yeah.
so just like you like to read Harry Potter. So
Yeah.
what how do I say this? What makes Harry Potter very interesting for you?
Uh, because it's mm, uh, how to say this?
You can try.
I think magic is interesting.
Yes. So just like your classmates, because they found something that is very interesting in the
Yeah.
book that they read. Okay, so do you have other question, Mark?
Okay. No.
Okay, no questions. So now number three, do you prefer reading a book or watching a movie based on the book?
Uh. Mm, Harry Potter too. Uh. Watching movie.
Watching movie. Okay, can you please tell me why?
Uh. Because movies is uh can make me how to say mm,
Can make you laugh?
I think no. It's mm, more. Let me find.
Okay, sure.
More vivid.
More vivid,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, exactly. And um unlike books where you cannot picture out
Uh.
what's the story all about, right? Okay, so what else?
Uh. I don't know.
Okay, so yes. And movie is shorter than reading books. It's more convenient.
Yeah.
Watching a movie is more convenient than reading a book because it takes time in reading book compared in watching movie. It will just take us maybe 1 to 2 hours. It depends to the type of movie that we watch. Okay, so Mark, have you watched the movie of Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, since you watched the Harry Potter movie and you also read Harry Potter book,
Yeah.
which one do you like best? The movie version or the book?
The movie.
Okay, nice. Why?
Uh. Is more interesting than book.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so thank you for that one. Mark.
Yeah.
So now let's take a look at this one. Please describe a book that you like and explain why you like it.
Because um, I have can make me know about more magic.
Okay, great. So, who is the author of Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
Yes, who is the author of the book Harry Potter?
Harry Potter. Uh, it's J.K. Rowling.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so now, aside from the magics that you can see in that how do I say this one? Aside from the magics that makes it more interesting in reading the book Harry Potter, what other reasons why you like Harry Potter?
Okay. Uh, uh, I don't know. Teacher?
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay, so yes, I will accept that one. So thank you for that one, Mark. So now, do you have any question about number 4?
Uh, okay.
Okay, so what is your question?
Hmm. No question.
No questions. Okay, so let's take a look with number 5, Mark. How do you choose a book to read?
Oh, luxury.
Hmm,
Interesting
yes.
and interesting.
Okay, so you will read a book if it's interesting. Sometimes, Mark, we cannot judge the book by its cover. Okay, and sometimes we cannot judge immediately if this book is interesting. So, how can you say that this book is interesting, Mark?
Um, interesting. Can make me laugh. Can make me feel happy.
Yes. Okay. So we really have to read the book before we say that it's very interesting. Or sometimes by just looking at the cover, then we can say, oh, this title's very interesting. I do want to read this book. Okay. So me, I like to read books when my friends recommend it for me. Yeah, because I know my friend knows what type of books I read. So yeah, then I will read it. So it is
Oh,
based on recommendation. And sometimes
yeah,
also when I browse online and I can see that lots of people want to read this book or lots of people likes this book, then I'll
yeah,
try to purchase it by myself so that I will read. Yes. Okay,
yeah.
so do you go to the library, Mark?
Seldom. I
Seldom.
I go to library. Is go to play with my friends. So I go to that.
Ah, okay. So it's okay to play inside the inside your
Oh,
library?
yeah,
Oh wow, nice. Okay, because here in our library we are not allowed to make noise. We cannot play. Yeah, because the librarian is the person who works in the library. Yes. Okay, so the librarian, once we play or once we make noise, then she will scold us. Shh. Yeah,
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Because library is intended for reading books and it is a quiet place to stay.
yeah.
Okay, so now let's take a look with number 6. Where is your favorite place to read and why?
I'm favorite to read as my bedroom.
Okay, so thank you for that one, Mark. So you said that I'm favorite place to read is your bedroom. So here you can say immediately, my favorite place to read is my bedroom.
My favorite to read is my bedroom.
My favorite place to read
My
is
favorite place to read is my bedroom
okay, great. Can you please tell me why is it that your bedroom is your favorite place to read?
because it's quiet and it's soft.
Yes, exactly. Okay, you know what, Mark? When I read inside my bedroom, I don't finish the book because every time that I read, it makes my eyes tired and it makes me sleepy. Yeah, so if I do read inside my bedroom, then I cannot finish the story because I end up sleeping. Yeah,
Oh,
it tempts me to go to bed immediately when I read on my bedroom, but it's good on you because your favorite place to read is your bedroom. Okay, so how about number seven, Mark? What factors are important to you when choosing a book to read?
uh, magic or history?
Ah, so you love history. Okay,
Yeah.
so do you also like China's history? Hello, Mark.
Oh,
Yes, do you also like China's history?
yeah.
Okay, great. It's good to see that you like history.
Oh,
Okay, so what about number eight? Do you think books will disappear because of the internet?
oh.
What do you think, Mark?
I think. Mm, no,
No. Can you please tell me why?
I don't know. I just think that.
Ah, okay. So thank you for that one, Mark. So now here it is. Why do some people hate reading?
Oh, uh, I reading. Yeah, because uh, because they think reading is boring.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, especially if you cannot understand what you've read, then you will really find it boring. Yes, and people hate reading also because it makes them lazy to read. Especially if they can see, oh my God, there are lots of pages in this book.
Oh,
I don't want to read this one. Yes. Okay. So now thank you for your answer, Mark. Here it is. What kind of books do you like the most and why? Do you like
uh,
science fiction? Do you like detective books? Do you like novel?
uh, no. I like uh, magic, history, and the future. Yeah.
Oh, wow, nice. Okay, so what about how do I say
Oh,
this? Like books that has something to do with science. Do you like it? Or about the world?
sure. Because it's interesting. I think it's interested kind of books.
Okay, great. Do you usually visit bookshop near your place, Mark?
I think it's book interested.
Uh,
interested.
yeah. So one last question, Mark. Do you usually visit bookshop near your place?
No.
Oh no. Okay, so thank you for that one, Mark. Since it's already time, so we will just end it
Okay.
here. Thank you so much for joining our class tonight. And thank you also for sharing your thoughts about the topic that we have tonight. Since it's already time, so we will just end here. Before we formally end, do you have any question?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I don't have a.
Okay, so thank you so much once again. Have a good night's sleep and see you tomorrow. Goodbye, Mark.
Goodbye here.
Bye.
Bye.